All right, get ready, because today we're diving deep into a world of magic and mystery. It's The Black Wand, a fictional story by Donald Firesmith.
Oh, I love Firesmith.
You'll find this gem tucked away in a larger collection of wand lore. Like, think of it as a hidden chapter in a history book, except way more magical. Our mission: to uncover the secrets of this infamous wand and explore all the lore surrounding it.
Sounds intriguing already.
It is. And get this, the author actually created this whole story just to stir up some conflict. He needed like a super powerful antagonist, and what better than a wand that's just steeped in darkness and danger.
That's a great way to create tension in a story for sure.
Right. So let's meet our protagonist, Pierce Longarrow.
Okay.
He's a well-respected wand maker who's made a pretty comfortable life for himself in Old Town, with a shop right on, you guessed it, the street of magic wands and amulets.
Catchy name.
He seems to cater to more everyday magic users, though, right? Like, he specializes in wands for mid-level mages, using semi-precious stones and cores from common magical creatures.
That's an interesting point. It kind of suggests a certain pragmatism in his craft, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe he sees the value in making magic, like, accessible to a wider range of practitioners, not just the elite.
I like that take. So life's going pretty smoothly for Pierce, until one day, a mysterious stranger walks into his shop.
Uh-oh.
And right away, there's like this sense of foreboding. The stranger, he comes from the deep desert. His robe is tattered, his face gaunt, and he speaks with this strange accent. Pierce is probably wondering if he's about to get robbed or something.
Yeah, for sure.
But instead, the stranger asks him to repair a broken wand. Now, that's not an easy fix, is it?
No, not at all. It's almost impossible to truly repair a broken wand. The magic within is like fundamentally disrupted. And, you know, Pierce actually offers to buy any of the usable parts from him, thinking that's the best he can do.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But then the stranger reveals this broken wand, and wow, this thing is something else. We're talking ironwood shaft, a firebird feather core, and this huge ruby tip. Just imagine the force it would take to break a wand like that.
It's got to be massive.
Immediately makes you think about, like, who wielded this wand before, what kind of magic did they do, and what happened.
Right.
But there's something else about this wand that's even more unsettling.
You mean the end cap, right?
Yeah.
This large black cabochon that Pierce initially thinks is smoky quartz.
Exactly. But then he sees something strange. There's this inner fire in the stone. And the darker the room gets, the brighter it glows. It's almost like it feeds on darkness.
That's creepy.
Right.
And when he touches it, he's bombarded with this horrific vision. Burning night screams echoing in his head, and the stench of death. It's pure evil, unlike anything he's ever sensed before.
Wow. It's like the author really wanted to drive home the point that this thing is dangerous. It's not just some broken tool. It's filled with, like, malevolent energy.
Totally. So naturally, Pierce dives into his massive collection of rare books to try to find some answers. And that's when he stumbles upon the story of Tarek the Terrible and his infamous black diamond-capped fire wand.
Okay, so this is where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
This is where the history and the magic kind of come together. The book described how Tarek, this power-hungry tyrant, used his wand for conquest and cruelty, leaving a trail of chaos and suffering. It really makes you think about how power corrupts.
Yeah, you have to wonder, did the wand influence him, or was he always going to be that way? Kind of a chilling thought.
It is.
And it gets even darker because after Tarek dies, his sons fought over the wand, plunged the whole kingdom into chaos.
Right. Like, the wand itself became a symbol of bad luck.
Yeah.
No one dared touch it for fear of being, like, consumed by its evil. It's like the wand was cursed to continue spreading its darkness even after its creator was gone.
So this is where it gets really interesting. A nameless monk, one of the nameless ones, risks everything to steal the wand. He flees to the Granite Mountains, hoping to escape with it. But before he's captured, he chooses to take his own life rather than surrender it.
It shows you how powerful and dangerous this wand is. Even a selfless monk, someone devoted to peace, saw suicide as the only way to stop it from falling into the wrong hands.
That's intense. But the big question is, what happened to the wand after the monk's death?
Right.
Well, this is where the stranger's story takes an even more ominous turn.
Okay.
He tells Pierce about discovering the wand in a hidden cave deep in the treacherous Granite Mountains. He describes this perilous journey filled with cave spiders and scorpions just to reach this infamous cave.
Wow.
And when you combine his story with the historical account, it all becomes terrifyingly clear. This is the wand that belonged to Tarek the Terrible, and the stranger's intentions are anything but pure. He's planning to use it for revenge.
Oh no. This is bad.
It is. This revelation puts Pierce in a really, really tough spot. His oath as a wand maker compels him to repair wands. But this wand represents a threat unlike anything he's ever encountered.
Yeah, what's he gonna do?
I mean, the stranger even threatened to kill him if he told anyone about the wand.
Yeah, this is serious. He's in real danger, not just from the wand itself, but from this guy. It's heavy stuff.
Yep. And it's not like he can just call the magical authorities, right? Who knows what this guy would do? So what does Pierce do? He makes a really difficult decision.
What's that?
He casts a super powerful compulsion spell.
Whoa.
Completely wipes the stranger's memory.
Wow.
Of the wand, the cave, even Pierce himself.
He basically just erases him.
Yeah.
That's a drastic move, but, given what's at stake, it's hard to blame him.
Makes you wonder, though, what's it like to have your memories messed with like that? To have, like, a chunk of your life, even a dangerous one, just gone. Poof.
Yeah. Big ethical questions there. Is it okay to take away someone's agency like that? Even if it's to protect others?
It's a tough call for sure. And he doesn't stop there. Pierce then takes steps to basically neutralize the wand's power. He crushes the ruby, burns the shaft and the firebird feather core, and then he takes the black diamond and throws it into the sea.
Wow. It's almost like a ritual.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to sever the connection between the wand and all the bad stuff, But it also shows you how far he's willing to go. This isn't just about saving himself. It's about protecting everyone from this thing.
That's true. He could have tried to study it, maybe learn how to use its power for good, but he decides to destroy it. Just gone.
Which begs the question, was it really necessary to completely destroy something so powerful? Could there have been another way to, contain the evil without destroying it?
Hard to say. I mean, he even prays to the city's protector god, begging for the diamond to stay lost. Really shows you how scared he is and how much responsibility he feels for all this.
Right. It highlights the burden of knowledge, right? Once he knows what this thing is, he can't just ignore it.
Yeah.
He has to act. And that action comes with a price. He's taking on a decision that most people would never have to face.
Yeah, tough stuff. It's a story that really gets under your skin, isn't it? Magic, history, and this moral dilemma makes you think about the choices we make and how they affect things, way more than we can imagine. Makes you think about the power of objects, right? Like this wand, it was more than just wood and stone. It was like a channel for something ancient and evil.
Yeah, it's like the wand itself had this memory, a feeling of all the awful things it had been used for. Even broken, it was still dangerous, like a volcano just waiting to erupt.
And what's so interesting is the story doesn't end with the wand being destroyed. It leaves us with all these questions like, what if Pierce had made a different choice? What if he had tried to use the wand's power for good?
It's an interesting thought. Could something that powerful, that full of darkness, ever be redeemed? Or is it always going to be corrupt, no matter who uses it?
It's a tough one, right? I mean, we see how the wand turned Tarek into a tyrant. But maybe, just maybe, someone with a really strong will and good intentions could have used it differently.
That's the dilemma, isn't it? Do we believe that objects can be good or evil on their own? Or is it the person using them that decides?
It makes you think about all the stuff we use every day, right?
Yeah.
Do they have, echoes of their past? Or are they just blank slates waiting for us to give them meaning?
It's an interesting thought. Maybe it's not just about the objects, but about what we believe and the power we give them. Do we see the good in things? Or do we let fear and suspicion control how we see the world?
So after hearing all this, as you go about your day, think about the objects you see. Are they just tools? Or do they have secrets, stories from their past? And what about you? Are you using your own power responsibly? Making choices that help make the world a better place?
Remember, even the smallest choices can have a big impact. Just like Pierce's choice to destroy the wand had consequences, our actions, even the little ones, can change the world around us. So think about that, and until next time, keep exploring the mysteries around you.